almost 390 miles in. And although Captain Jack and I are walking together today, and we're heading into a little area that's got hopefully a hostel and some good food and resupply, I could not begin this morning without documenting a little bit of this beauty. Look at this, we're coming down out of the mountains. I'm gonna climb that one in a little bit, but the clouds sit low and form sort of like a white ocean in the valley. That's just amazing over there. Wow, and then on this side too, you see the clouds, and we're above them. How often do you get the opportunity to walk above the clouds first thing in the morning? Good stuff. I got about 3.5 miles to go till we get to what I think is a combination of this little biker bar and hiker hostel. About 400 miles into our hike. And you know, it's one of the topics that everybody starts talking about, to stop or not to stop. If you don't absolutely have to stop, like do you keep hiking in order to make more miles and save money? Or do you stop because you can get a hold of some of the modern conveniences of life, like a shower or a bed or some laundry? And so, yeah, I think our plan today is to stop at this location and grab a bite to eat, maybe a beer, get a shower, and take a few hours and rest after about 7.5 or so miles this morning. Ugh. Oh shit. It's one of those areas where you're videoing and scrambling at the same time, so you gotta watch yourself. But anyway, we're gonna stop in, and they also have a hiker resupply at this place, so we can throw in a couple of days of food into the backpack, which should guarantee that we make it to Hot Springs, the next big town, or small town, sorry, on the path, in order to do a full resupply. So that brings me to the topic of finances and costs on trail. Since I'm at the 32-day point, I actually have been tracking my expenses out here, just kind of out of curiosity, because I've heard all kinds of different predictions and ranges as to what it actually costs to do a through hike out here. And those predictions range anywhere from 5 to, on the high end, like 15,000. And actually I met a shuttle driver the other day who said that he drove for a guy last year, an older gentleman who had endless resources, it seems, and the guy spent almost $50,000. But he paid for this gentleman to pick him up every morning and drop him off every afternoon at a hotel and carry his bag from stop to stop, and he stayed at probably fairly decent hotels and had a good meal every night. But he made 20 miles a day on average. So, you know, I mean, there are ways you can do it to be more efficient and probably not punish your body nearly as much. And if you've got the funds to do it and can find somebody to hook you up, then I say why not? But for me, the cost for the first month was just over $1,400. And so that's kind of what I assumed that I was going to be spending out here. I thought somewhere in the $1,200 to maybe $1,500 range. So, and I did have to replace my shoes, which was a little over $100. And so that was an unplanned expense at that point in the trip, but not totally surprising. So I figure I'll probably be somewhere in that range for at least the first couple of months, first several months, until we get into the more northern states where I understand resupply is a little more expensive. And I'll keep posting totals each month as we go along. So, but there you go. So first month, we'll just call it 1,500 for round numbers, and that's what my cost was so far. And I am, to give you a little more detail on that, I'm not camping every single night. I stayed in hotels, I think a total of 3 nights, and I stayed in hostels a total of, I think, 7 nights. So I'm at 10 nights not camping and 20 nights camping, which has always been without charge out here, which is nice. So it provides a nice balance and a chance to get off the trail and get cleaned up and clean clothes and all that fun stuff every several days, but also not blow your budget out of control. So I'll probably also keep about that same rate going forward. I think staying in some form of lodging about every 3 to 4 days or so seems about right. So there it is. That's month 1, and I'll keep totaling up and have a final total for this trip, but I feel like that's going to be about an average cost as I go along. We have bounced back and forth between North Carolina and Tennessee all along the ridge border of these 2 states. But this sign marks the official end of our time in North Carolina. So here we go. Moving past another state for good. Goodbye, North Carolina. Thank you for being so beautiful. Here we are, mile 400. Woohoo! Hell yeah! How about this waterfall? This is like the coolest. Oh, not allowed to climb because you could die. Okay, got it. But this is pretty cool. Sun's pretty much already set, but I still got a little twilight left, and I'm glad because I was out of water after dinner, and we're about a half mile away from the nearest water source where we're camping tonight. So I had to take my water bag and follow the river, as you see right there, down to a little stream area. Now it's about a quarter mile behind me. Go fill up my water bag and then climb back up the mountain to get back up to my tent this evening. So I can have oatmeal and coffee in the morning before coming back down this exact same path again and making my way toward Hampton, Tennessee, which is about 18 miles away. And we're gonna try to make it there tomorrow afternoon, late day tomorrow, because rain chances are going up to like 85% the following day. So we're gonna stay in a hostel with some private rooms tomorrow night, and they'll let us check out a little bit late on Wednesday. We'll be able to catch the weather report and make a call as to whether or not to stay another night indoors or go camp out in the rain or whatever we decide to do. So sometimes it's just nice to have options. Options for water, options for lodging. Today we walked into a hostel and their restaurant was closed, so we asked Senna, the nice lady that lived next door, if she wouldn't mind giving us a ride into town. And she did. She was happy to help. Took us to a restaurant, got some burgers and fries, or tater tots, and got to go to the Dollar General and do some resupply for the items that we need for the next couple of days. So yeah, options are good, and the help of some amazing trail support, generosity of people along the way has been continuously amazing, as I keep saying. But yeah, camping not too far away from this beautiful river tonight. There were a couple spots further upriver right on the shore, but they were already taken, so that's okay. We got a nice spot in the woods and get some good sleep tonight, and hopefully not get rained on in the morning too bad. and looking forward to another little mountain town tomorrow afternoon. See you in Hampton.